I got my first job in software development because the CTO I was interviewing with accidentally put porn on the TV in his office. Yeah, true story. Let me tell you about it. So yeah, I was interviewing with the CTO of the company and my soon to be boss lady. I think she was like a director. I can't remember what her actual title was, but anyhow, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we were transitioning to the second part of the interview, the practical portion, and I was so incredibly nervous. I didn't brand new, didn't know what I was doing, and at that point thought for sure I was bombing the entire interview. So there was like an awkward pause in between where the CTO went to go get the dashboard of their application set up on the big TV in his office. And so I'm like internally panicking at this point, but he turned the TV on first, and that was his mistake. As soon as the TV turned on, all you see across this big ass screen are half naked booties twerking. And the volume's at full blast. So I couldn't really see what was happening behind the booties, but you could hear things happening in the background. And there was obviously, the porn music going on full volume. And I could only imagine what my face looked like. I don't hide my face well. So, and I'll personally, I'm not like personally offended by it. I honestly don't give a shit about porn. You do you. I don't care. So, but anyhow, yeah. And then he immediately, like the best oh shit moment I have ever seen from anybody because his face immediately turned beet red. He went full tomato and then like rushed over to his computer because he had just turned the TV on with the remote first. So he's like rushed over his computer, trying to like frantically get the porn off the TV. And he's like still trying to like play it cool and act like it's not actually happening. He didn't really say anything about it. So I'm sitting there trying to pretend like it's not happening while trying to hold in my laughter. My soon to be manager is face palming and shaking her head next to me while also seemingly trying to stifle a bit of laughter while we watch this poor dude frantically try to get the porn off the TV. And it took him a few seconds, but once he finally got it off, he then like just tried to play it off and like didn't even acknowledge it and just you know, got up and started walking to the TV to point at the dashboard and like start asking his questions. And when that happened, we lost it. We died laughing. I thought I was going to piss myself. And that break in tension, believe it or not, helped me so much. I wasn't like nervous anymore. It was like, oh, this dude's, a shit show just like me. This is going to be great. So yeah, I actually think I did pretty well on the practical part, despite not really knowing what I was doing. Because yeah, there was no tension. Yeah, everybody was just having a good time at that point. Um, but yeah, but even so, like I mean, I'm pretty sure knowing what I know now about that company and just the way the culture was, and whew, yeah, man, do I have some stories about that place? That was an interesting time. Yes, yes, indeed, that it was. So I feel fairly certain because I didn't like immediately get offended and run out of the room screaming and file a lawsuit or whatever. That also helped. Um, yeah, because yeah, you definitely needed a level of tolerance and discretion at that company to survive. So yeah, that's how I got my first job in software development. And yeah, if you want to hear more of these, fun tidbits of my, my life in software development, oh man, do I have a lot of them.